congregation for who you are. Oh God, oh God, I worship you. You are God. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Up in the gallery. Are you sure, everybody? Lift your voice. Lift your hands. Sir, 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 sir. For who you are. Oh, bless your name. Oh. I bless your name. I worship you. You're God by yourself. You're God. You're God by yourself.
Knocking down another set of hits in a row. We play the hottest hits. So hot, it melts your speakers. Magic 102.9 ABBA.
attention and check this out.
You're listening to Magic 102.9. Keep it locked.
Hello and welcome. You're about to listen to Secrets and Truths of the Kingdom of God. Pastor Banky is teaching.
I'll start again by reading from the book of Luke chapter 11. It happened while Jesus was praying in a certain place. After he had finished, one of his disciples said to him, Lord, teach us to pray, just as John also taught his disciples. What I want to just jump to here again today is verse 5. He says, Then he said to them, Suppose one of you has a friend and goes to him at midnight and says to him, Friend, lend me 3 loaves, for a friend of mine has come to me from a journey and I have nothing to set before him. And from inside he answers and says, Do not bother me. The door has already been shut, and my children and I are in bed. I cannot get up and give you anything. He said, I tell you, even though he will not get up and give him anything because he's his friend, yet because of his persistence, he will get up and give him as much as he needs. So I say to you, ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and it will be opened to you. Now I'm going to stop reading here to continue our discussion on teach us to pray. Now where we stopped last time is to remind ourselves of those 3 reasons why things occur on the earth. Number 1, God has a will. Number 2, how we behave, which can be in line with the will of God because we are sowing seeds all the time. So the consequences, we should behave in such a manner that they will be the will of God. And what is the will of God? That which God desires, which God knows is the best for us. All right? And we say number 3, the prayers that we offer as believers, as people. And last time I was explaining that what is the importance of that prayer. It is because I have the final authority as an example in my house. I can invite somebody bigger and better than me to come and help me. I remember the other time, I think it was one country, it was Russia at that time. Their submarine sank. Okay? And the issue is that America had the technology to lift the submarine, but there was nothing they could do. They just told the Russians, we are here. When you need us, call us. That was just it. We are here. When you need us, call us. They couldn't force themselves. Why? Russia was a sovereign country. They had a sovereign territory. America had the technology to help them reach the submarine and rescue the sailors that were trapped inside. But they couldn't do anything until the Russians said, help. Another time, another country like that, the same thing happened. This time around, this other country asked for the help, and they got it, I think, in time. Now, that's to tell us something. God may have the power. If we don't ask for it, he can't do it. That reason, the heavens are the heavens of the Lord, and what? The earth he has given to the sons of men. So what is prayer? Is to bring the help of God into our home. Like I was saying last time, that yes, I have authority in my house. I need to, no matter how rich I am, I can't meet all my needs. Okay? I remember one of Nigeria's richest men that time. When his wife died, he said, shame on money. That's what he said, because if he could procure another life for her, he had the ability to pay. But the redemption of his soul, the Bible says what? It's costly. So there was no way, okay, he could do that. I'll give you an example. When Steve Jobs died of Apple, Apple had $100 billion in cash lodged in banks, yet he died of a disease. What does that tell you? Money cannot solve all the problems. So even though I have power, I have money in my home, I need to pray because God has more power than I have. God has more money than I have. With him, nothing shall be impossible. He can heal any disease. He can solve any problem. My recognition of that will make me go to him in prayer. Now, he will not come and do it just because he has the power. Why? He has given me the authority. It needs me to pray to him for my children. It needs me to pray to him for my wife. It needs me to just ask him. It's not a difficult thing. It's simply giving him the authority. Say, Lord, come into my home. And I said before, you don't invite God with your words alone. You invite him also with your lifestyle. We'll talk about that as we go on. There's what is called constant faith, which makes prayers work. Jesus looked at a tree. He spoke against the tree, and the tree died. And the disciples said, wow, what happened here? And he said to them, have faith in God constantly. So if I'm going to invite God into my home to come and solve problems for me, all right, there's a life that I will live. There's a way I will behave. Please, I need to emphasize this. A lot of people think that they can divorce their prayers from their lifestyle. No, you cannot. There is a way that you live, and God will never listen to you. David said like this, if I regard iniquity in my heart, he will not listen to me. All right? If when he is calling, I don't answer. When I call, he also will not answer. Wisdom said, now I'm calling. I'm shouting the open squares. I'm telling all the fools, come and discern wisdom. He said, the time will come, your calamity will come. You also will cry, I will not answer. Prayer is not instructing God. No. Prayer is submitting ourselves to him. Prayer is humbling ourselves before him. You don't just tell God, do this for me. I've heard this said before. Some people say they don't believe in God. Why? They asked him for something he did not give. I say, you never wanted to believe. You never wanted to believe. That is not big enough a reason to say you don't believe in God. Because it is not everything my children ask me for that I give. People say God never says no. It doesn't make any sense. There's no responsible father that never says no. Just by the way, this is I hear of some children, very well-to-do parents they have. And these are children you don't want your children to befriend. They are irresponsible. They are entitled. They don't know how to take any pain or trouble, or disturb themselves in life because their parents give them everything. They have no respect for their parents. Even in the public, they embarrass their own parents. Heavenly Father is not like that. He's too wise. So sometimes he says no. That's the point I'm making. There's a way you will live your life. He will tell you no. If you hide iniquity in your heart, you pray to him, he will say no. He will say, go and confess that iniquity first before I answer you. But what is prayer? Prayer is for us to bring the will of God into our lives. That's why Jesus said, pray like this, thy will be done on earth as it is recorded in heaven. Now maybe I should go further into that matter of the will of God. Listen, God doesn't do that which he does not want to do. He only does that which he wants to do, which we authorized him to do. Did you hear what I said? Prayer is not anything I like, God will do it. Prayer is that he has a will. That is what it means to be humble. Humble doesn't mean you don't talk in public. Some very humble people, humanly speaking, God doesn't believe they are humble. Real humility is measured from God's aspect, from the side of God. What is real humility? My opinion is inferior to that of God. Jesus had his own desires. He had his own opinion for a particular point in time. At a particular point in time, the only time we heard it recorded in Scripture, it differs from that of the Father. He was going to the cross, and the cross was painful. So what was his own desire? Let this cup pass over me. Let me not have to endure this cross. But immediately he added one thing to it, which is what? Nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done. So humility is when you behave like that, recognizing that God has a will, and I'm going to talk about it next. God has a will. And when we are saying, God, come into our life, that's what prayer is. Let me just say it again. Prayer is getting God's will to be done in our lives. Because he has given us the authority over our lives, okay? So if God wants to bless us in our lives, he requires us to say to him, Lord, come into my home and bless me. And I was saying, it's not just by mouth, first by action. And of course, the mouth must be added. And that's what we call prayer. So we'll get on our knees, like I was saying earlier, Lord, bless my children. What am I saying? I desire great things for them. I have the ability, peradventure, to pay their school fees. Maybe I'm rich enough to give them any education that I available on this earth. But I know there are times you send your children to good schools, they come back worse than they went in. One thing Ora Robo said at a particular point in time, he said the worst mistake of his life was sending his son to Stanford. Now, Stanford is one of the best universities in the United States of America. Height of academic learning. By the time the boy came back, he was not normal again. He said that was the worst mistake. So you may have money to send your child to the best school. It doesn't mean he will come out the best person you wanted him to be. You may give him the best things in life, he comes back a horrible human being. So I understand that. So for my children, what do I do therefore? I will get on my knees and say, Lord, bless my children. All right? I just imagine myself, Lord, if I were to ask you for things, what would I really ask for? I didn't ask him for money. Didn't ask him for houses. Didn't ask him for fame. There's nothing I'm doing with fame. But I remember I asked him, bless my children. And I told him, it's not just my natural children. Anybody who follows me and says, this man is teaching me the word of God, I will go by the word that he's preaching and say, Lord, let that blessing rest upon that person also. That's what prayer is. Authorizing somebody bigger than me to come into my sphere of authority to do that which he has the power to do.
We trust you were blessed by that message. This program is a teaching outreach of Kingdom Word Ministries, reaching you from Enugu. For more information and for free downloads of other messages, books and more, please visit our website at pastor.ng. We'll appreciate your feedback. You can call us on 080
Magic 102.9 FM, Magic FM 102.9 be a city. Magic FM 102.9 be a city. Wrong with the intro, now we up in the tempo. Magic FM #1 on the A list. Riding on the waves #1 to the O2. With a point line, ABA is the zone 2. Magic 102.9 years like you. Top of the candy and it's magic the sound heavy. 24/7 we be hip hop marathon. Music entertainment, yeah, we be the champion. ABA frontline, hey, we got the magic. Taking over the hood all around the southeast. The magic be the first and the last dial on your radio. You know how we do, it's your boy Tidy Man. Hanging out on Magic 102.9 FM, ABA City. Keep listening, my people. Never thought that die. You hear me? Engine Bakwenu. Bounce.
This is the hottest station.
Magic FM 102.
Now.
Something for everyone.
Stand by for action.
What's your strategy? This is your return again. The intro. Love thing. We got a love thing. We've got a groove thing. We truly got a breakfast thing. And heaven knows this is your show. Your breakfast. Up, and ready to serve with the speed of excellence. We're back on track again. It's your old school. I was looking forward to our midweek action and our date on the frequency you love. We're 102.9. You know, we all need a dose of magic every day, yeah? It starts right here on the show. The Love Thing, your breakfast, and so I think I'm loving it. If you like it, click the like button on our Facebook page and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Good morning and welcome.
Every day now, I can feel you watching me from afar, and you've been leaving those love letters on my car every day. So now I wonder why you're so into me in such a way that you got to take your spare time to chase after me. What a shame. So you like what you see. Hey, you better put a hold on me. So you like what you see, girl. You better put a hold on me. The problem, baby, I'm not used to girls too shy to talk to me. Now I'm impressed by sweet young ladies on a mission to please their guy. So far, young lady, you fall short of getting me about a mile. Now it's time you get with the program and learn to lead forcefully. So you like what you see. You better put a hold on me. So you like what you see. Oh yeah. You better put a hold on me. So you like, baby, what you see, baby. You better put a hold on me. So you like, oh, what you see, oh. You better put a hold on. Go on, girl.
Drive it. Step up, step up, step up, step up. If you like it, I bet you I'm loving it myself. I don't know about you. If you just like it, let it drive you. Who said you can dance even while you're brushing your mouth in the morning? You know, nothing feels like giving yourself a good start, and it begins with us right here on the Magic Morning Show. Samuel Lee. Hey, you like it? I'm loving it, and we have this thing going. 34 degrees in Aba today. Gonna brace up to a rainy day with thunderstorms and maybe lightning along the line. The chance of rain at 6:12 in the morning is 80%. More like a short things. You gotta brace up and get ready for that, and learn not to complain. If it rains, thank God for the free rain. You're part of the drive. I want to say hello to River State. We get our transponder. It's all about River State. It's all over the media space. We'll return after this. Crank it up.
Well, I remember when
your sister. Everything's gonna be alright. Say, don't you shed no tears. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Everything's gonna be alright.
Well, I feel this classic. Yeah, I will dedicate especially to our Rivers friends. No woman, no cry. I can understand that. But when he didn't have legitimately elected, come on, let's look at the picture. Right, let know the direction on the perspective you're looking at it. No governor, but some people are already crying. And we know the state of the nation in the state of affairs in Rivers State at the moment. But London Beat got a message say, hey, everything is gonna be cool. We know it's so much turbulence that's been there for ages, unending, and the twists and the turns. And yesterday, it's still trending all over the place. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu declared a state of emergency in Rivers State, citing the protracted political crisis that has been rocking the oil-rich state since September 2023. Yeah, well, less than 2 years to 2027 election. You can imagine that. Well, in a nationwide broadcast yesterday, Tinubu announced the suspension of Governor Fubara, his deputy, and all elected members of the State House of Assembly for an initial period of 6 months. Initial. No one says at the end of 6 months, we don't know what's going to happen. Just want to sit back and watch the proceedings, what's really going to play out, and decide the next line of action. 6 months. Yeah. To oversee the state during the emergency rule, the president appointed a former chief of naval staff, Admiral Ibokete Ebas. President appointed the former chief of naval staff, retired, as the administrator. And if you flash back in the Constitution, the 1999 Constitution under Section 305 somehow empowers the president to declare a state of emergency under specific conditions. Specific conditions. The proclamation must be published in the Government Gazette and transmitted to the National Assembly for approval. A two-thirds majority of the National Assembly is required to validate the declaration, ensuring a system of checks and balances to prevent abuse of executive powers. I never heard the Assembly start on this or debate. Okay, what's you saying? Well, since Nigeria's return to democracy back in 1999, Tinubu's action yesterday marks the fourth time state of emergency has been declared by a sitting president. If you flash back May 2004, President Olusegun Obasanjo declared a state of emergency in Plateau State following a surge in ethno-religious violence that led to the widespread killings and destruction. The governor and state assembly were suspended. Leadership crisis in Ekiti State prompted Obasanjo again to impose the emergency rule October 2006. Now, the crisis in 2006 stemmed from the controversial impeachment of Fayose, which truly plunged the state into chaos. Now, amid escalating Boko Haram insurgency, President Goodluck Jonathan declared a state of emergency in Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa states May 14, 2013. But unlike previous instances, governors and state assemblies were not suspended. Instead, the federal government deployed more troops and imposed curfews to help curb insurgent activities. Now, we know several South leaders and stakeholders criticized President Tinubu's declaration and the blunder of supporting the Federal Capital Territory FCT minister against Governor Fubara. And state citizens, one time Attorney General of Akwa Ibom State, Umemodimo Nwoko San, said the decision to declare a state of emergency in Rivers State is ill-advised. That's his own perspective. Don't get it twisted. The situation in Rivers State, according to him, has not met any of the conditions prescribed by the Constitution for the declaration of a state of emergency by the president. In his words, he said it falls short of it. Now, the apex socio-political body of the South-South geopolitical zone, the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, that's PANDEF, said yesterday it was studying the situation and would soon come up with its position. Meanwhile, the Rivers State government has expressed shock over the President Tinubu's decision, while leaving Minister of the Federal Capital, Nyesom Wike, who has been accused of fueling the state's political crisis. In a statement issued by the Rivers State Commissioner for Information and Communication, Joe Johnson, the government described the development as unjust, noting that Governor Fubara has remained committed to constitutional order, committed to peace and good governance, despite the political turbulence in the state. The PDP has rejected the imposition of state of emergency in Rivers State, declaring that President Tinubu does not have the constitutional power to suspend the democratically elected governor of the state. A statement yesterday, PDP spokesperson, said Tinubu's proclamation was in violation of 1999 Constitution. Sometimes when we interpret this Constitution, like some of us read the Bible, misinterpret, and start acting. Sure, I don't know. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar also faulted the declaration of the state of emergency in Rivers State, describing it as an assault on democracy and must be condemned in the strongest terms. And according to him, President Tinubu cannot evade responsibility for the chaos his administration has either enabled or failed to prevent in Rivers State. That from Atiku's perspective. Publisher Dele Momodu, in his reaction in a post shared on Instagram, said instead of President Tinubu to call his minister Wike to order, he chose to throw an elected government out of office. Momodu also shared a throwback photo, a picture of the former governor of Rivers State and FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and the new sole administrator of Rivers, Abbas. Yeah, it's all over the internet. Meanwhile, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, has approved the revocation of the land housing the new National Secretariat of the PDP, located in the Central Business District of Abuja. A letter confirming the revocation was signed by the Director of Land Administration, Chijoke Nwakweze, on behalf of the Minister. It was dated 13th March 2025, an address to the PDP National Chairman, who was made public in Abuja yesterday. Another explosion occurred at a pipeline manifold, Wariwa axis of Oba Ebema Ndoni local government area of Rivers State yesterday. And this comes just hours after a similar explosion rocked the Trans-Niger pipeline operated by Shell in Bodo, Gokana local government area. The latest incident reportedly occurred at a manifold connecting a federal pipeline deep inside the forest. The pipeline somehow transports crude oil to Brass in Bayelsa State. They are the state of the nation in Rivers State. Now, Ebonyi State Governor Francis Nwifuru has suspended 3 commissioners for gross misconduct. Governor Nwifuru announced the suspension of the commissioners during the State Executive Council meeting on Monday at the new government house in Abakaliki. In a statement released yesterday by the Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Jude Chikadibia Okpo, and Governor Nwifuru suspended the 3 commissioners for 1 month following their absence without permission during the State ESCO meeting. The suspended commissioners Solomon Azi, Grants and Donor Agencies, Victor Uzoma Chukwu, Environment, and Ikuwa Omebe, Rural Development. He also directed that the suspended commissioners be relieved of all the privileges attached to their offices within the duration of the suspension. So, what's next for River State? Now that another law has taken over, but for 6 months, so who knows? Welcome, Chandy Moore, 626. Chante. All right, China, the law was taking over. Yeah, we know the state of the nation, the state taking over in River State. That's where we are this morning. And as someone said, what's playing out in River State more like the residue of godfatherism. You're right. If we had a free and fair election and no one was anointed, I don't think we'll be talking about this for the past 3-4 months. It's like, yeah, everybody, they talk about this. Are we learning our lessons? That's a big question, We don't know how it's going to end, but we are watching. We're watching, and the planet is listening. Now, quick run through it. Early risers, let's do the roll call right now. I'm gonna quickly work out the fastest way. I don't have much time on this. I'm gonna play through the Facebook page. Remember, you can follow our daily broadcast on our YouTube channel. It's live, it's streaming, and the quality is like, right. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yeah, that's Magic FM Aba. It's very simple. You get the notice anytime, all the time, as we move. That's so beautiful. And from our Facebook page, Ugo Chuku Sunday. Hello, Ugo. Yeah. Good morning. That's really cool. I'm glad you're up. And your fellow fans continue to guide, praying for God's guidance and protection. The drama, the happenings in our country, Nigeria. I'll say, watching from railway crossing, Omoba Ishalangwa Sound. Ugo Chuku Sunday. Right? Thank you. Offer Opera, what's up? Charles Mbakwe is saying big ups. You love Magic FM. We love you back. We love you like Hail Mary. Heaven knows you are the reason why I'm here this morning. All right. Thank you. Yes. And who else? You got Edwin Duke. You got a list of beautiful people on the list. We salute them all with Jesus' love in our heart. And yes, I say I love summary in the morning. Summary. I wish I have time to go through all the messages. Chibweze Ugoji, thank you. The League of Friends you have on your list, we bless them all. Chibweze, by the way, you represent Uyo Street in Oboya Road in IBA City. Hey, good morning to you. Motive Oji, neighbor. I think, I hope you're fine this morning, Motive. Yes, glory to God for another wonderful day. Awesome. He said, finally, the plans of Wike and Co have come to pass. Who said that? Unfortunately, according to your write-up, Rivers people are now experiencing the reality of Nigerian politics. I don't understand. Anyway, thank you for the shout on Ononyi in Arera this morning. We salute you. Good morning to you. And Michael. Hello, Michael. That's really cool. I'm glad you're happy. Rivers Wahala. Good morning. Wike he said he's deceiving Tinubu. Is that what you think? Now, both the governor, according to you, and the House of Assembly members, they can now rest. We are watching. Yeah, we are watching. And the planet is also listening. You know how it works. Lovely Uche, we got your shout. Thank you, love. Yes, lady special. You got this. Waking up all Elijah, Comrade Elijah's on your list. Also Francis in Enugu, Africa Tallest Man, ATM and all that. You know, all the best. Comrade again, thank you for your own shout. You did that. Hyperman Flexer. Hello, Hyperman from ABA City. Good morning to everybody listening. Your fans and friends, everybody in the place to be. Emezu. I'm glad you spent. It's not easy. You up in the morning with all the stress and so much load on your mind. You still make out time to send messages. I must ring a bell of love and appreciation for all of that, okay? Keep it coming. Never stop. We'll return after this.
Like the G in the building.
102.9. Good morning. Stay right here.
Divine Gate Aluminium. Divine Gate Aluminium. We don't land degerege with a wonga promo. Where we want take they say thank you to the people where they buy our products wella. Now as you they buy, now so you they qualify you for the gift with berekete. Come make sense on top. Divine Gate Aluminium. We know the carry last for aluminium products. Now so our products strong kakaraka. We get stone coated tiles. For example, shingles, classic, bond, and Milano. We can't get aluminium roofing sheet. We get different gauges and colors. So we land machine design like Metcopo, step tiles, long span day. For example, wide gutter and small gutter. We get PVC water collector and every for aluminum accessories. Our office there for kilometer 3 Aba Enugu Expressway, Osisioma Aba, kilometer 5 Owerri Aba Road, Naze, Owerri West, Imo State, kilometer 21 Port Harcourt Aba Expressway, Irebe, Obiakpor River State. Green us for 0803 791 9117 or 0814 539 9593. Divine Gates Aluminium Products Limited. Builder's Choice.
Ida of trading himself. James, hello.
Susan, I beg. Say you the wine me.
For where? You who no longer depend solely on your salary.
So you people trade and don't carry us along in this office, Abby?
Jerry, now you they talk like this. Who doesn't want an extra stream of income? But I'm still looking for better trading conditions, I beg. Fast execution of my trades and possibly an account where swap no go carry all my profits where I no know.
Guy, hfm.com.
For me, I wouldn't mind better spreads at all, and it won't be a bad idea to be able to make withdrawals in a flash.
All we want is transparency and great customer service.
Guys, I said hfm.com.
Which one is hfm.com again?
Switch to HFM today to enjoy ultra-fast execution, 1 to 2,000 leverage, tight spreads, swap-free, and more.
Guy, show us the way now.
Wait, are you sure deposits and withdrawals are sharp?
I said HFM.com. Visit www.hfm.com. HFM, online trading at its finest.
Idikachi siri keegi ịbụ onye nke mbụ itozuru ka etube gị ugo ọhụrụ uwe nkwanye ugwu ọhụrụ bụ oke gị nweta stampụ nke ikike dị elu n'ihi na ọtụtụ ngozi na-abịa n'ụzọ gị ezigbo mmanya mbụ eji ekpe ekpere kwuru ya
ma ị na-agbapụ ịgbanye ụgbọala ma ọ bụ na-agba egwu na agbamakwụkwọ ezigbo ọyị gị ma ọ bụ naanị gị na ndị enyi gị na-akpọrị ndụ Udenive Dry ga-eme gị mma enwere ya ugbu a n'obere mkpọ 25mm maka ọmarịcha ụmụ okorobịa na ụmụ agbọghọbịa ndị ma ihe a na-eme
bịa nso ka m jukene gị ihe kedu ihe na-egbochi gị mgbe ị na-eteta n'ụtụtụ ọbụla ọ bụ na ị maghị otu ụbọchị gị ga-esi wee je na ụbọchị na-aga gịnị na-eme ka obi gị na-agba ọsọ ọ bụ egwu na ị naghị eme nke ọma mgbe o ruru mgbede ọ bụ oge ntakịrị ọzọ na-agụsị gị agụ ike ihe ọbụla ọ bụ chetakwa na ọnwụnwa na nsogbu anaghị akọwa gị kama otu isi wee bilie imeri ha iji kọọ na ihe ị kwenyere na ya otu ahụ ka ihe esi wee nwere onwe gị n'aka ihe na-egbochi gị nweta data na-enweghị oke ya na nkwado batrị ruru awa 6 iji mee ka ị nwee ijikọ na-enweghị nkwụsị na Airtel 4G 5G Smart Connect gaa n'ụlọ ahịa Airtel dịrị gị nso maka ozi ndị ọzọ Airtel ihe kpatara iche echiche.
How far? This question now for you. Wouldn't it make you come up from bed for morning? Shina the sun with the rise? I been at your alarm with the ring? No, not that dream. That drive, that unstoppable force within inside you. And you sabi waiting the fuel that drive? Not to start your day strong with rich creamy taste of Nescafe 3-in-1 with the carefully crafted from selected coffee beans. So whatever your hustle be, make you go from maybe or I know fit to I fit and I go do Nescafe 3-in-1. Start gidigba, finish gidigba.
You don't ready to get your own house? Federal government don't make them easy for every Nigerian to get their own house. So the Ministry of Finance Incorporated Real Estate Investment Fund (MREIF) now 1 trillion naira government program with them package to make sure see everybody fit get.
Send na number Airtel.
Odima, Mam the Sharp.
Ngwa Piazza 939# ma ọ bụ download ngwa Smart Cash ka imepe akaụntụ nke gị ka ị nwee ike yorie nnukwu onyinye 20,000 naira na Smart Cash. Ị ga-esite na onyinye 20,000 naira gị kwụọ ụgwọ oge ọbụla izuru oge okwu ma ọ bụ kwụọ ụgwọ ọbụla na Smart Cash. Ị ga-enwekwa ike ime transfer gaa na bank ọbụla na Nigeria. Usoro na ọnọdụ dịkwa ya.
Hello, ọ batala.
Smart Cash, Airtel kwadoro ya.
Now you can enjoy a great creamy taste with Dano Full Cream and Dano Cool Cow Evaporated Milk. Try it and taste the Dano difference. Now, a reason to imagine.
Telegodu gị biko iwe welago olezi ga-eji ata ihe niile ndị a ka eze gị ahụ dị ka ebe moto na trọk nwere ihe mberede okporo ụzọ ọ bụ na ọ na-ebuzi gị mgbu biko
na-ebekwanụ nke ahụ abụrụla ihe gara aga o ekele dịrị Close Up toothpaste nke ọhụrụ a na-akpọ Complete Fresh Protection ọ eziokwu Close Up Complete Fresh Protection na-enye gị nchekwa nke ime ọnụ zuru oke o nwere fluoride na antibacterial zinc nke na-eme ka eze gị sie ike gbochie inwe olulu n'eze gị ma busokwa nje eze agha
gbam dede na-eje n'egwu adịghị ma onwe m na-aga ugbo igoro Close Up Toothpaste Complete Fresh Protection nke m
Close Up Complete Fresh Protection maka nlekọta ahụ dị mkpa nke ime ọnụ gị chọrọ toothpaste nke a dị na Blue Gel.
Ọmọ Nàìjíríà kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Ṣé ti ṣetán láti ṣíde rí ike? Èsì mú ẹlẹ́rìí dòdò títù. Smooth Chapman ti gbọ́ra mi yọ pẹ̀lú lébẹ́ẹ̀lì títún. Àdùn ti tẹ́lẹ̀ náà ni, ṣùgbọ́n àṣírí lára ọ̀tọ̀ láti jẹ́ kó dùn wò, dùn mọ́ ni, bóyá wà níbi ayẹyẹ, tàbí wà pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀, tàbí ò ń ṣàyájọ́ ọjọ́ ayọ̀, jẹ̀gbádùn lọ pẹ̀lú Smooth Chapman. Kí ló ń dúró dè? Gba Smooth Chapman lébẹ́ẹ̀ títún yìí kò smooth ẹ̀. Smooth Chapman ó wà ní gbogbo ilé ìtajà tó wà láyìíká rẹ̀.
Nde
ewu eweli iwe akpa Milo anyị ji dị iche ana m ahụ support energy release na ahụ ya nke ọ bụ ofu Milo ahụ anyị ma
mba o nke a dị ọhụrụ emela ya ka ọ dịkwuo mma support energy release ọ pụtara na inye ụmụ gị Milo dịka nri ụtụtụ ị na-enye ha ume iji mụta akwụkwọ
iwu nke a tọgbuo m
ụmụ gị chọrọ iri na-edozi ahụ mana enyekwa ha ume nye ha Milo ọhụrụ anyị melitere n'ime nri ụtụtụ ha o nwere ụmụ ihe oriri na-eme ka ha wee kwụrụ ọfụma n'ụbọchị niile Milo ike ịga n'ihu
Milo.
Good mama, it's the detergent that makes my fabric fresh. It dey foam well, it dey lift dirt, and it dey boost my confidence. Oh yeah. Good mama for everyone, show. Good mama detergent, mama. Good mama for everyone, Good mama detergent, mama.
Chike, you don't hear the latest? Hero Hunter don't boss everywhere, oh. Ayo, what did happen? Why you dey run like this now? Hero Hunter promo don't land. Them call am tank full, pocket full. If you buy Hero Hunter bike now, them go dash you 15,000 naira fuel cashback. Sharp, no be joke, oh. Just buy your bike, scan the QR code where them go give you, fill your details, and then go wire the fuel money enter your account after small verification.
Chai, Hero Hunter now, baba oh.
Go buy your Hero Hunter now before them finish am.
I dey go now.
With tears in our eyes and total submission to the will of God Almighty, the Association of Independent Patent Medicine Dealers, IPMED Nigeria, regret to announce the demise of our member from IHABA unit, late Mrs. Gift Ngozi of Umvosi in Umuome, in Obingwa local government area of Abia State. Her remains shall be laid to rest on Thursday, 20th of March 2025 at her husband's residence, Umvosi in Umuome, Obingwa local government area. Time 11 a.m. by the Seventh-day Adventist Church, Umuokahia District. All IPMED stores shall remain closed from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on the day of the burial, as stipulated in our constitution. This is signed by Elder Sunday Mwikwe, President, Reverend Chidade Chiso, Secretary, Prince Ojo Munna Chibozo, PRO. Here is a government announcement. The attention of the Abia State government has been drawn to the illegal collection and diversion into private coffers of revenues from the World Bank, now ABSEDA, Housing Estate Management, Umocham Abai Aba, due to Abia State government. Government, by this public announcement, is issuing a stern warning to all those involved in the nefarious act to discontinue from collection of all government fees, levies, fines, etc. in the said market or face consequences of their action. All revenues due to the government shall be collected through the approved agent of the Abia State Board of Internal Revenue in conjunction with the Abia State Estate Development Agency. To this end, anyone with any claim should write to the office of the Honorable Commissioner for Land and Housing to present his claim. Be properly guided. This is signed by Chaka I. Chukwumerije, Honorable Commissioner.
Magic 102.9
News. All news now. Who knows what's next, but we'll be there.
Good morning and welcome to the news at dawn on Magic 102.9 FM. Abba. First, the headlines. President Bola Tinubu declares a state of emergency in Rivers State, suspends Governor Simi Fubara, his deputy, and State House of Assembly members. Abia State House of Assembly urges the state government to approve 21 days paternity leave for male public and civil servants in the state. On the foreign scene, Libya deports 150 Nigerian women and children under a UN-affiliated voluntary return scheme for irregular migrants. These and more, plus business, entertainment, sports, and weather updates in a moment. Always remember to send your eyewitness reports to newsroom at magicfm.ng or WhatsApp 0907 677 1029. I am Bonnie Unogu with the news. President Bola Tinubu on Tuesday declared a state of emergency in Rivers State following the protracted political crisis there. Tinubu made the proclamation during a nationwide broadcast on Tuesday evening, suspending Governor Siminalai Fubara, his deputy Ngozi Odu, and all the members of the House of Assembly for 6 months. The president nominated Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas, retired, as a military administrator to take charge of the affairs of the state for the first 6 months. The president relied on Section 305 of the 1999 Constitution as amended to make the proclamation. The section interprets a state emergency as a situation of national danger, disaster, or terrorist attacks in which a government suspends normal constitutional procedures to regain control. A state of emergency allows the president to immediately make any desired regulations to secure public order and safety.
Fellow Nigerians, I feel greatly disturbed at the tone we have come to regarding the political crisis in Rivers State. Like many of you, I have watched with concern the development with hope that the parties involved will allow good sense to prevail at the soonest. But all that hope borne out without any solution to the crisis. With the crisis persisting, there's no way democratic governance, which we all fought and worked for over the years, can thrive in a way that will redound to the benefit of the good people of the state. The state has been at a standstill since the crisis started, with the good people of the state not being able to have access to the dividend of democracy. It is public knowledge that the governor of Rivers State, for unjustifiable reasons, demolished the House of Assembly of the state as far back as 13th December 2023, and as up till now, 14 months after, now rebuilt the same. I have made personal interventions between the contending parties for a peaceful resolution of this crisis, but my efforts have been largely ignored by the parties to the crisis.
For about 2 months now, if you recall, there seemed to be no end in sight in the protracted feud and power tussle between the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, and his estranged ex-political godson, Siminalayi Fubara, over the control of the political structure in the oil-rich Rivers State. Stay tuned to People and Politics today between 9 and 10:30 a.m. as Magic FM makes an attempt to x-ray the political turmoil in Rivers State and speak with political and public affairs analysts on the situation. A bill seeking to amend the Niger Delta Protection Act 2023 to require social media platforms to establish physical offices within the country has passed a second reading in the Senate. The bill was sponsored by Senator Ned Nwoko, who represents Delta North. Nwoko, during Tuesday's plenary, pointed out that Nigeria, with over 220 million people, has the highest social media usage in Africa and ranks second globally, spending an average of 3 hours and 46 minutes daily online, according to a Global Web Index report cited by Business Insider Africa. Despite this heavy management or engagement, he noted that major social media platforms like Facebook, X, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, TikTok, and Snapchat do not have physical offices in Nigeria, unlike in other countries. Nwoko listed limited local representation, economic losses, and challenges in enforcing legal and data protection policies as some of the issues caused by the absence of these offices. The bill also introduces new rules for bloggers, requiring them to open a verifiable office in any state capital, keep proper employee records, and join a National Association of Bloggers headquartered in Abuja. The House of Representatives Tuesday passed the tax reform bill sent to the National Assembly in October by President Bola Tinubu. The bills are the Nigeria Tax Bill, Nigeria Tax Administration Bill, Nigeria Revenue Service Establishment Bill, and Joint Revenue Board Establishment Bill. The bills were passed after they were read for the third time at plenary, presided over by the Speaker, Abbas Tajuddin. The lower chamber had last week approved significant amendments to the proposed legislation after a close-by-close consideration of the bills as presented by the Chairman, Committee on Finance, James Faleke. The amendments approved by the lower chamber at plenary address contentious issues such as inheritance tax, value-added tax VAT, and distribution formula, and the clause on continuous funding of the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TET Fund, among others. With the passage of the bills, the House now awaits concurrence from the Senate, which is yet to pass its version of the legislation. The People's Democratic Party (PDP) has lost its new national secretariat located in the central area, Abuja, to a revocation exercise just effected by the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike. The revocation, detailed in a letter dated March 13, 2025, was attributed to PDP's failure to pay annual ground rents for 2 decades, spanning January 1, 2006 to January 1, 2025. The letter, signed by Chijioke Nwankweze, Director of Land Administration in the FCT, formally conveyed the decision. Exercising his authority under the Land Use Act No. 6 of 1978, Wike enforced the revocation due to non-compliance with land tenure regulations. This action, according to Mr. Chijioke, was part of a wider enforcement initiative by the FCT administration, which had revoked over 4,700 land titles in Abuja over outstanding payments. Meanwhile, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has condemned the revocation of its right of occupancy by the All Progressives Congress-led government. The PDP described the action as an attempt to stifle opposition and undermine democracy. In a statement issued, PDP National Publicity Secretary Honorable Degbo Olugunagba criticized the decision by the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Chief Nyesom Wike, to revoke the party's land title, which includes both its National Secretariat Wadata Plaza and a new property under construction. Olugunagba described the move as a drive towards totalitarianism and a threat to democracy. The PDP insists that the action was politically motivated and aimed at suppressing opposition voices in the country. A chieftain of the New Nigeria People's Party (NNPP), Buba Galadima, has described the Social Democratic Party (SDP) as a faction of the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC). Galadima claimed that the SDP was merely an extension of the APC, questioning the party's independence.
The APC, as we put it together, was a conglomeration of people of different characters, different backgrounds, looking at the world from different perspectives. This is why they are in this array. The SDP that you talked about is a branch of APC that created a faction. It was those APC people that moved to what you now call SDP. We should do opposition of principles. Even if you are alone, you should stand based on your own principles, not to go for chop-chop.
The remarks came amid the recent defection of former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai from the APC to the SDP. Since his defection, El-Rufai has been encouraging politicians to join the SDP in a bid to challenge President Bola Tinubu in 2027. Galadima also criticized opposition politicians who rejoined the APC after contesting elections. Abia State House of Assembly on Tuesday passed a resolution urging the state government to approve 21 days paternity leave for male public and civil servants in the state whose wives put to bed to support them in catering for their wife and the newborn. This followed the presentation of a motion titled HAM 35, Motion for the State to Approve Paternity Leave for Male Officers in Abia State, sponsored by the Deputy Majority Leader and member of Umunoch.
For men officers in Abia State Civil Service.
The motion, which generated heated debate on the floor of the House, was later adopted with modification as announced by the Speaker, Emmanuel Emerua.
I've listened to every contribution to this particular motion. I'm also a father of 3. I know that I was involved in my own case from the labor room too, and I know that the ayes have it. Thank you, sir. See, I can tell you authoritatively, those that were against this bill are 6. I have about 7 in support of the motion. So at this point, I'm going to say that the prayers will be somehow modified at the discretion of the governor or the executive.
Under ASUBEB, while others remained in SEMB. Unfortunately, the transition had led to unintended disparities in the treatment of teachers, particularly concerning salary arrears and career progression. The teachers under the platform of concerned junior secondary school teachers, in a letter to Magic FM, noted that Governor Alex Otti had started offsetting salary arrears owed by the previous administration, including their colleagues in Secondary Education Management Board, staff of Hospital Management Board, Teaching Hospital, and Ogbonanya Ono Polytechnic. The junior secondary school teachers expressed concern that since their transition to promotions, unlike their counterparts who remained in Secondary Education Management Board, the junior secondary school teachers are, however, demanding, among others, immediate payment of the 2019 salary arrears, reintegrating junior secondary school teachers back into Secondary Education Management Board, where their welfare and career progression could be adequately managed, and assigning newly recruited teachers to ASUBEB.
MBS. The drop represents a notable moderation in food price increases, although the month-on-month data shows that food prices are still rising. The report attributes the sharp year-on-year decline in food inflation partly to a change in the base year for measurement. However, on a monthly basis, food inflation stood at 1.67%, reflecting a slower pace of price increases compared to January 2025. This suggests that while food costs are still going up, the rate at which they are increasing has reduced. Over 400 filling stations of independent oil marketers located at border communities have remained shut since 2019 based on the federal government's directive to halt the smuggling of petrol out of Nigeria to neighboring nations. While the Nigeria Customs Service declared that the stations will still be shut, oil marketers decried the closure of these facilities due to the revenue losses caused by the development. The customs insisted that it will continue to enforce the closure of these stations and sustain the crackdown on fuel smugglers through its Operation Whirlwind, especially due to the recent intense petrol scarcity in neighboring Niger Republic. Nigeria and Brazil have signed the commercial phase of the $1.1 billion Green Imperative Project GIP to boost agriculture productivity and enhance private sector investment in Nigeria. The agreement was signed at the Presidential Villa in Abuja, and it aims to enhance food production, promote sustainable agriculture, and bolster private
departure. And it points to North Africa's Mediterranean coast of migrants, mainly from other parts of Africa, risking dangerous sea voyages in the hope of reaching Europe. Mohamed Boreda of Libya's migration agency said the migrants deported were all Nigerians. Sources at the International Organization for Migration, IOM, the UN agency involved in the repatriation scheme, said the group included 160 women and 17 children. Dressed mostly in black tracksuits, they gathered at a waiting room in a Tripoli detention center before being taken by bus to the Libyan capital, Mitiga Airport. That's the Libyan capital's Mitiga Airport, I beg your pardon. Barreda said several more repatriation flights were due to leave this week from Mitiga and an airport in Benghazi in the country's east, carrying groups of Bangladeshi, Gambian, and Malian migrants. In entertainment, comedian and former Big Brother Nigeria housemate last week announced the intention of the management to impose a pay cut on the players who are not measuring up to standards. Perhaps perturbed by the club's battle against relegation, Ikengi read the riot act during the unveiling of Tony Bulus as the team's new head coach, their fourth handler this season. In a statement by the club's media department, Ikengi reminded the players that beyond football, their livelihoods were at stake, saying that only those who deliver on the pitch will get paid going forward. The club's media director, Emmanuel Uja, had fueled the discussion while fielding questions from newsmen when he insinuated that some of the players are paid as much as 600,000 naira but haven't played any match this season. Some players who craved at Stars Football Club of Makurdi are now winless in 12 matches and sit bottom of the table with 23 points after 29 matches. And now looking at the weather very quickly this morning, there will be thunderstorms with frequent lightning here and there. High temperature at 34 degrees Celsius should be expected. Winds will be southwesterly at 10 to 15 kilometers per hour, and the chance of rain is 90%. Evening hours will be cloudy. Temperature will drop to 24 degrees Celsius. Winds going light and variable and the chance of rain 24%. And that's the news this morning. Now a look at the top stories quickly. We told you earlier on that President Bola Tinubu has declared a state of emergency in Rivers.
Have continued to trail that areas of Fubara, demolishing Rivers Assembly, blah 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 blah. What's your perspective? Some are saying it was a quick fix and all that. Do you think it took time or ill-advised? What played out?
I think I want to toe the line of a former senator, Femi Ojodu, who has said that the totality of the action by the president is ill-advised. In his words, this would have been the simplest thing to deal with, and dealing with it meant that he would have brought Wike and Tinubu and some major elders of the party and the Rivers people and government, including the National Security Advisor, to a round table where he would dish out what all the parties in the conflict would do. Please, Rivers means more to us than your political interests. We have done what I have to do, one members would have done otherwise. And then put that side by side the threats, which indeed are being executed already. As we speak, there has been a third explosion. These are not just happenstances. These were, giving life to the threats by, the youth of the place in support of the president. And we're not going to see the end of it if something concrete is not done. You can't militarize the place again now. We have too many places where the Nigerian military is being involved, and we need more of them to be able to take care of those places. Why should we ignite something like that again in Rivers?
This is just day 2. We don't know what's going to play out before close of war. But I get to look at this. You see, much of the contemporary discourse on Nigeria's democracy and politics from 1999 till date has at the center the phenomenon of godfatherism. Of course, what's playing out in Rivers State as a result of godfatherism will take to one of the factors that has truly embedded democratic setting in our country. What do you say to that?
Well, those who think that when you are voted into position in government, either as president or governor, you become a semi-god, will always reinforce this syndrome, as terrible as it is, of godfatherism. Yes, you call it the phenomenon of godfatherism. You recall that between 1999 and some years later, Anambra was a hotbed because of godfatherism. Ngige, as a sitting governor, was like a toy in the hands of the Ubas. And you know what that portended for Anambra? It went to the point that a whole government house was burnt down. Yes, somebody will say, oh, the Northerners know how to play politics. That the governors in the North, they have their own godfathers as well. But they do not fight their godfathers. For crying out loud. I thought we've been fighting against this godfatherism syndrome. It has made some states to be on their knees for as long as possible. It has made some parties to have lost their states, or the states they have held sway for so many years. I do not understand this godfatherism thing. Fast forward it to Rivers State now. Yes, Fubara was Wike's boy. Wike bankrolled everyone into position, whether House of Assembly, whether Senate, name it. But there is a limit. And this young man says, I hope it will not come to the level where even if I want to go to the Azar with my wifey, you will still say, no, I should stop or I should do it this way.
But he accepted the offer in the first place, Bonnie. That's the issue. Everybody's talking about Rivers State, the state of the nation and all that, of emergency. Nobody's looking at the root cause. How did they all get to this?
Power show.
This is the problem.
Ego. You understand? Wike, who had vowed, and the videos are commonplace, that if you leave office, please allow your successor to do his thing. He said it clearly. That was not what we were seeing, and that was not what Fubara was seeing. As a matter of fact, I don't know. I'm so touched by the whole scenario. Because the ripple effect of what has been happening and what has happened ultimately in Rivers yesterday, I know that the NBA has told the president, please, this cannot fly. It is unconstitutional. We've had states of emergency in Plateau and Ekiti or somewhere before, under Obasanjo. It wasn't the best. But we could say, okay, military hangover and all that. But 20-something years, or going to 30 after that, we still have military hangover?
Well,
what could have been the best option anyway? And if you want to declare a state of emergency, is it that there can be a civilian that can be in charge? Because even when the interim national government was declared by the Babangida government, while he was stepping aside, or after the 1993 election and all that, a civilian in the person of Ernest Shoneko was brought on board.
Well,
in Plateau we had a Chris Ali, now we have a Ibas, a military person, which means it is a military state now in a democracy. Well, a lot of people are going to still talk about it, so
yeah, sure.
we can't exhaust it.
Yeah, don't miss program this morning in a few hours, 9 o'clock, and People on Politics, more expanded platform. But we can all see that for now, one can say that Fubara somehow has publicly shown that gods of Nigerian democracy and politics can be checked and confronted. We don't know how it's going to end, but we are watching. And the planet is listening, you know. I'll see you in a few hours.
Thank you.
Good morning. Like the G in the building. 102.9. Good morning.
Stay right here, because there's more coming up next.
Koskani Luxury Hotels and Suites. Located at number 145 Jubilee Road, Aba, Abia State. Boast of executive bar, meeting room, lodging and accommodation with air-conditioned rooms for your relaxation and comfort. Restaurant with all kinds of assorted food to fill your taste buds. 24-hour power supply with maximum security guaranteed. Make your stay worthwhile at Koskani Luxury Hotels and Suites. For further inquiries and reservations, contact us on 0803-208-1545, 0812-430-6225. Locate Koskani Luxury Hotels and Suites at number 145 Jubilee Road, Aba, Abia State. Koskani Luxury Hotels and Suites. This is where you should be.
Sin in this world I'm living in. I have done forbidden things I shouldn't do.
The Olewengwa Royal Dynasty of Ohangwa Mansion Palace, Amuzu Amasa Ancient Kingdom, Osisiomangwa Local Government Area of Abia State, announces the demise of Unze Solomon Olewengwa is the elect. Burial arrangements, Friday 28th of March 2025. Open church service at Ohangwa Mansion Palace, Amuzu Amasa Ancient Kingdom by BCS. Time 11 a.m. Interment follows immediately. May his soul rest with the Lord. Amen. This is signed by His Worship Dr. Diamond Olewengwa for the Olewengwa Royal Dynasty of Ohangwa Amuzu Amasa Ancient Kingdom.
And you'll never be unhappy.
After a successful election of Obehi Town Union, Okwa West Local Government Area of Abia State, these are the new executives of Obehi Town Union. Chief Honorable Dominic Ofoji, President General, CDC. Comrade Stephen Wogu, Vice President. Mr. Polycarp Nwachuku, Secretary General. Chief Joseph Moko, Treasurer. Mr. Emeka Ofoji, Publicity Secretary. Mr. Amobi Peters, Financial Secretary. Desmond Roberts, Provost 1, and Mr. Leonard Onwukwe, Provost 2 for Obehi Central Youth. Comrade Ezebonwa Azong, aka Ezewano, Central Youth President. Comrade Chisom Remigius Ofoji, Deputy President General. Mr. Enyinna Ifuribe, Secretary. Inhanyi Nwo, Assistant Secretary. Mr. Chijioke Agomo, Treasurer. Nnamdi Ekuluo, Financial Secretary. Paul Obinna Sunday, Publicity Secretary. Marie Zudinne, Provost 2, and Mr. Ebere Wonsu, Provost 1. This is signed by His Royal Highness Ezendubisi Obuji, Ehetu of Isi Obehe Asa Autonomous Community, Ukwa West Local Government Area of Abia State, and His Royal Highness Eze Callistus Edimba Eze Okpu IV of Epu East, Ancient Kingdom, Ukwa West Local Government Area of Abia State.
Across the bridge, there's no more sorrow.
With gratitude to God, the Almighty, the entire family of Okonna Ovoko Uwoma, Ejiriko Ubuano of Amude Onichangwa in Obingwa Local Government Area of Abia State announced the demise of our son, brother, father, uncle, grandfather, great-grandfather, and friend, late Elder Alfred Nwabara Okonna, aka Papa Wara, who died age 91. Burial arrangement Wednesday, 19th March 2025, 7 p.m. Open air service of song by Church of Christ Nigeria. Thursday, 20th March 2025, 8 a.m. Body leaves NCH Mortuary to his hometown Amude Onichangwa in Obingwa Local Government Area. 10 a.m. funeral service by Church of Christ Onichangwa. By 1 p.m. interment follows. There's a sign by Mr. Okonna Okechukwu Francis, aka
There's no more sorrow.
Gospel Deliverance Mission invites the public to a 3-day New Life Worship Center Incorporated Nigeria invites you to a power-packed program captioned Baptism of Praise in commemoration of her 20th year anniversary. Date Friday 28th and Sunday 30th March 2025. Time Friday 9 p.m. Sunday 8 a.m. Venue 28/30 New Life Crescent by Nigerian Brewers, Aba, Abia State, Nigeria. Ministering Bishop Dr. Louis and Reverend Miracle Ben host. Reverend Obina Ugoji, Reverend Abraham Chuku, Apostle Promise Ugwala. Ministering in songs Tonel Avo, Treasure Praise, Minister Smooth, Minister Passion. Come and be blessed. Jesus is Lord yesterday, today, and forever.
Admission. Covenant College of Education, Aba, in affiliation with Abia State University Uturu, located at 75 Okpulumobo Road, Aba, invite application for admission into regular weekend NCE degree.
Time 9 a.m. daily. This is signed by Dr. Obioma Nwugugu, Supervisor for Health, Obingwa Local Government Area, for Honorable Maxwell Nwadike, the Executive Chairman, Obingwa Local Government Area.
Aba Mathematics Olympiad. Romex Foundation invites all public and private secondary schools in Aba to their maiden edition of Aba Mathematics Olympiad, a competition for an award of the best mathematics students in Aba, Abia State. Prizes to be won: third place 200,000 naira, second place 300,000 naira, first place 500,000 naira, and full sponsorship to the International Mathematics Olympiad, including other great prizes for the top 10 winners. Interested schools advised to pick up application forms at the following locations: Premier International Secondary School, Owohil, Aba; Basic Foundation Secondary School, opposite Abia State Polytechnic, Aba; Dorothy International School, Abai, Aba. Application forms are free and should be completed and submitted on or before the 25th of March 2025. Entry is open to all students in secondary school in Aba to the first edition of Aba Mathematics Olympiad. For inquiries, contact Charles on 0703 944 4095, 0703 944 4095, or Frank on 0906 545 6789, 0906 545 6789. Announcers: Charles Nworo, Coordinator; Ilanya Urum Ike, Founder.
Attention please. The Ohoji family, Etiti Ugweke
into Ugunabo Local Government Area of Abia State, who lived a fulfilled life and touched the heart of many, peacefully departed this world on the 25th of December 2024. He died age 88. Burial arrangement: Friday 21st March 2025, 8 a.m. mortuary processes, 11 a.m. funeral service by Faith Tabernacle Congregation Nigeria. Venue: Umugo Primary School Field, Umugo, Ugunabo Local Government Area of Abia State. Join us as we celebrate this remarkable life and cherish the memories he left behind. Interment follows immediately. This is signed by Benjamin Enyinayo CCK.
God be with you too. You are great.
Are you
aware that real wealth comes from both hard work and help of spirits? Are you aware that God has blessed the Igbo man with the power to create wealth? Are you also aware that this wealth has blessed other lands more than Ali Igbo? Have you wondered why? To unveil answers to these questions, East Monday Global, the Aba Christian community, and the traditional rulers invite you to Ali Igbo Sunrise Prayer Crusade, team establishing the covenant of wealth with God. Date Thursday 27th to Saturday 29th March 2025. Venue Ngwa High School, Aba Osisioma Local Government Area, Abia State. That's through Abore Road, Aba. Time 4 p.m. daily. Saturday 29th March, Covenant Day proper by 10 a.m. Apostle Afodile Ikenna Nzimiro and other ministers of God will unveil these realities of life and set the altar of wealth in motion in the rising sun for the Igbo man and woman to succeed all over the world. Guest of honor, His Excellency Dr. Alex Oti, Executive Governor, Abia State. Ministering in songs, Steve Crown, Mr. M and Revelation, Brother Israel Anyanele of Agape Love Band, and the Sunrise Prophets. Please don't miss this golden opportunity. Announcer Reverend Friday and the Chairman Planning Committee with other church leaders across denominations.
Please listen to this special announcement. The honor holding from May to August 2025. Registration and instruction forms are available at the ministry in Umuahia and at 51 Alliance Sports Complex, Umuafo, Aba. Only 8 winners will be announced at the launch event on Thursday, 10 April 2025. Signed, 51 Alliance, operator of the 51 Alliance Abia State Football Super League, PPP. Are you an undergraduate studying in a Nigerian public university? Are you from Abia or resident in Abia? The Alex Oti Foundation invites applications for its 2024-2025 undergraduate scholarship scheme. This prestigious scholarship is open to students progressing to 200 level or direct entry students with a minimum CGPA of 3.5 on a 5.0 scale. Applicants must either be from Abia State or have been residing in the state. Application closes at midnight on April 2, 2025. Don't miss this opportunity. For full details and how to apply, visit alexotifoundation.org/portal. This is brought to you by the Alex Oti Foundation.
Ministers Prayer Network Apostolic Women invites all ladies to her Frontline Women's Summit. Tag Deborah arose. As Deborah arose a mother in Israel, so must we arise to turn things around for the better in our land. And the time is now. Date Thursday 20 to Saturday 22 March 2025. Time 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Lunch will be served. Venue Golden Tulip Hotel, former LA Kings, 31 Stadium Road, Port Harcourt. Registration is free. Speakers include Reverend Professor and Dr. Mrs. Mosi Maduba, Mrs. Chinyere Odu JP, Dr. Chinyere Oko Jaja, Dr. Choma Ibezim, Dr. Richie Achuku, Evangelist Stella Obonna, Pastor Stella Chikwere, Evangelist Uju Okoye, Dr. Mrs. Jane David, Pastor Mrs. Linus Walter Amadi, Pastor Ngozi Onyawa, Pastor Mrs. Ngozi Afam Opocha, and other anointed women of God. Frontline Women's Summit 2025, an experience you will never forget in a hurry. For inquiries, call 0907-999-0000 or 0803-470-9941.
Oraba Community Primary School, Ugunabo Local Government Area, Abia State, cordially invites you to her Ultimate Showdown Inter-House Sports Day. Join us for an action-packed day of friendly competition, teamwork, and sportsmanship as our houses battle it out for the top spot. Vanna, Executive Chairman, Abia State Universal Education Board, Umuahia, Mrs. Lydia Onoha. Time 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Date Thursday, 20th March 2025. Venue School Sports Field. For more inquiries, please call the numbers 0702 656 688 or 0806 506 7200. RSVP signed Azomara UE, Administrative Head Teacher, 0703 430 7738. Mrs. Esther Ojo, Mrs. Ngozi Olewe, Sports Director.
The world is changing and opportunities are everywhere. The question is, are you ready to seize them? For far too long, we have been conditioned to think within the constraints of geographical borders created by man. An example is Nigeria. But let me tell you something profound. You are part of the world, not just one nation. You don't just live in Nigeria, you live in the world. It's time to break free, look beyond borders, and seek opportunities that span the globe. You need a worldview. The world is open for business, and the opportunities are endless. It's time to think global. It's time to trade global. Visit hfm.com or download the HFM app on Google Play Store or App Store to get started today.
Start your children's day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt, and vitamin B12 to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
Udenive dry ga-eme gị mba. Enwere ya ugbu a n'obere mkpọ 25mm maka ọmarịcha ụmụ okorobịa na ụmụ agbọghọbịa ndị ma ihe a na-eme.
Bịa nso ka m jukene gị ihe. Kedu ihe na-egbochi gị mgbe ị na-eteta n'ụtụtụ ọbụla? Ọ bụ na ị maghị otu ụbọchị gị ga-esi wee je na ụbọchị na-aga? Gịnị na-eme ka obi gị na-agba ọsọ? Ọ bụ egwu na ị naghị eme nke ọma mgbe o ruru mgbede? Ọ bụ oge ntakịrị ọzọ na-agụsị gị agụ ike? Ihe ọ bụla ọ bụ, chetakwa na ọnwụnwa na nsogbu anaghị akọwa gị, kama otu isi wee bilie imeri ha iji kọọ na ihe kwenyere na ya. Otu ahụ ka ihe esi wee nwere onwe gị n'aka ihe na-egbochi gị. Nweta data na-enweghị oke ya na nkwado batrị ruru awa 6 iji mee ka ị nwee ijikọ na-enweghị nkwụsị na Airtel 4G 5G Smart Connect. Gaa n'ụlọ ahịa Airtel dịrị gị nso maka ozi ndị ọzọ. Airtel, ihe kpatara iche echiche.
I say Nigerian, my rice must be premium. I want a stone-free rice. I don't want it gummy rice. That's why I choose Kiara. See, I see they swell Kiara. The aroma they make me hungry. Oh yeah, give me some. From the east to the west, pretty ladies here. Eat 35 bar and protein. Oh yes. From the north to the south, African king rice can be found. Choose Kiara rice. We don't go let you down. Joy, joy, joy. The taste of joy is here. Pretty lady, African king, very good. Proudly Nigeria and Bogu rice.
Experience the taste of joy with Kiara Rice Mills, makers of Pretty Lady, African King, Proudly Nigeria, Red Eagle, and Bogu Rice. Kiara Rice Mills, the taste of joy in every grain.
Nne tinyere m anụ egwu gbara agba ya na afa na abọbụ ibu ịbịazie were umeji anụ dị mma chọọ ya bụ ngwugwu mma
etelegodu gị biko iwe welago oleezi ị ga-eji ata ihe niile ndị a ka eze gị ahụ dị ka ebe moto na trọk nwere ihe mberede okporo ụzọ ọ bụ na ọ na-ebuzi gị mgbu biko
na-ebekwanụ nke ahụ abụrụla ihe gara aga o ekele dịrị Close Up toothpaste nke ọhụrụ a na-akpọ Complete Fresh Protection. Ọ eziokwu o Close Up Complete Fresh Protection na-enye gị nchekwa nke ime ọnụ zuru oke. O nwere fluoride na antibacterial zinc nke na-eme ka eze gị sie ike, gbochie inwe olulu n'eze gị ma busokwa nje eze agha.
Gbam dede na-eje n'egwu adị ma onwe m na-aga ugbo igoro Close Up Toothpaste Complete Fresh Protection nke m.
Close Up Complete Fresh Protection maka nlekọta ahụ dị mkpa nke ime ọnụ gị chọrọ. Toothpaste nke a dị na Blue Gel.
My country people, this one now gon get to Rio. Oh, now don't hear say Smooth Chapman don't carry fresh style come. Now the same Smooth Chapman way you know, but he don't get new label. So whether you dey chill with your friends or you dey celebrate your small and big wins, just carry one Smooth Chapman bottle, make you carry go. Oh yeah, what you dey wait for? Go carry your own Smooth Chapman with the fresh label, make you smooth it. Smooth Chapman, they are available for stores near you.
My kids love tasty snacks, but many snacks are not so good for them. That's why I love the new Milo Energy Snacks.
We love it, Mom.
Yes, it's a delicious snack with the goodness of malt, milk, cocoa, and crunchy Niger grown maize, containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
So, pack Milo and his snacks in their lunchbox every day to help your kids refuel at break time and keep winning all day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! Welcome to Lagos Star Wire and Cable. Super quality, standard, made in Nigeria wire and cable. Pure copper. Full 100 meters. Certified by Mancap. Lagos Star Wire and Cable comes in single, flex, flat, and TRS. Lagos Star Wire and Cable is available in all electrical shops nationwide. Oh yes, think quality standard wire and cable. Think Lagos Star Wire and Cable.
You can enjoy a great creamy taste with Dano Full Cream and Dano Cool Cow Evaporated Milk. Try it and taste the Dano difference.
Were Total Energies nya wobo maka nchekwa engine ụgbọala kwa ụbọchị na ịgba na-aga.
How far? This question now for you. Wouldn't they make you come up from bed for morning? Shina the sun with the rise? I been at your alarm with the ring? No, not that dream. That drive, that unstoppable force within inside you. And you sabi within the further drive, not to start your day strong with rich creamy taste of Nescafe 3-in-1 with the carefully crafted from selected coffee beans. So whatever your hustle be, make you go from maybe or I know fit to I fit and I go do Nescafe 3-in-1. Start gidigba, finish gidigba.
My children are athletes. From the moment they wake up, they keep playing and learning. So, when I pack the new Milo NS snacks into their lunchbox, I'm giving them a delicious snack with the goodness of malt, milk, cocoa, and crunchy Niger-grown maize containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
Milo NS Snacks, snack of future champions to help your kids refuel and keep winning all day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
Teta n'ụra. Taa bụ ụbọchị ọma iji malitekwa ịgba mbọ ọzọ. Akụrụ akụ na adịgboroja adịghị ya. Nweta ngozi nke gị taa. Ezigbo mmanya mbụ eji ekpe ekpere kwuru ya.
It's gonna show you how we rap.
Hey, yo, what's up? Yo, this is 50 Cent. Yo, it's your boy Chris Brown right here. What up? It's your boy Jay-Z.
Coming to the stage.
102.9.
Mira el centro, clave, gol!
Feel the heat. Get the best of sport news and analysis in football, tennis, Formula 1, basketball, cycling, boxing, and lots more on Sport Breakfast. Join the Sports Tag team Mondays through Fridays at 7:30 a.m. Sport Breakfast. It's your one-stop sports show.
Well, top of the morning to you. Sincere apologies for starting the show way behind schedule this morning. It's 7:45 a.m. Welcome to Sport Breakfast right here on Magic 102.9 FM. The 19th day of March 2025. I've got Tony Adjumade in the building. Well, good morning to you, Tony, and how are you doing this lovely Wednesday morning?
Well, it's a midweek, and we're here to talk sports on a Wednesday morning. Good morning to the listeners.
Well, of course, we'll start up the show this morning talking other sports with motorsports on the front burner this morning. Well, Mercedes boss Toto Wolff says he felt like he had 3 drivers during the season opening Australian Grand Prix as he found himself closely tracking Lewis Hamilton's progress following the brief switch to Ferrari. Hamilton left Mercedes after 12 seasons with Silver Arrows at the end of last year following a historic partnership and saw him win 6 of his 7 drivers' title. Mercedes signed Italian teenager Andrea Kimi Antonelli to replace Hamilton as George Russell's teammate, and the duo made a strong start in Melbourne by taking 4th and 3rd respectively. Well, he says, I was looking at the screens at times the way I looked at it like we had 3 drivers because I was looking at RUS, I was looking at ANT, I was looking at HAM, said Toto Wolff, referring to the 3-letter abbreviations that each driver is given on the timing screens. And then you realize that HAM is actually with Ferrari and not with us anymore. Well, you can actually understand when you have a man who certainly has been with you for maybe the longest of time. You probably get yourself used to always looking out for him and looking out for his name. Meanwhile, talking tennis this morning, the Players Union co-founded by Novak Djokovic has begun legal action against tennis governing bodies citing anti-competitive practices and blatant disregard for players' welfare. The Professional Tennis Players Association, the PTPA, has filed papers at the United States District Court in New York where it is seeking a jury trial. The 163-page lawsuit says professional tennis players are stuck in a rigid game which gives them limited control over their own careers and brands. It criticizes the schedule, ranking system, and control over image rights. The complaint is being brought by the PTPA and 12 players, including Djokovic's co-founder Vasek Popslev and Nick Kyrgios. But the PTPA says it's acting on behalf of the entire players' population. Formed in 2020, the PTPA wants to increase the power of the players and reduce the control of the governing body. At the ATP Tour, the men's professional body said it strongly rejects the premise of the PTPA claims, really. I mean, you can understand from the ATP body declaring the case to be entirely without merit and promising to vigorously defend its position. Well, in a statement external, it accused the PTPA of having consistently chosen division and destruction through misinformation. Meanwhile, Nick Kyrgios says the time for change and for players to be heard had come after the union set up Novak Djokovic launched legal action against tennis governing bodies. Formerly founded by Djokovic and Canada's Vasek, in 2020 the Professional Tennis Association cites its mission as supporting and safeguarding professional tennis players. Let's take a listen to Nick this morning on the show.
Yeah, I mean, I think this has been I felt like people knew that something was going on behind the scenes for a long time, and I think that, myself, Pospisil, Djokovic, we all wanted to do something like this, for the future of tennis. I know the players and myself and many other players aren't happy with the structures and everything that's going on in tennis at the moment. So, look, there's a over 100-page, doctrine that people can read for more information about it. I don't want to go into, all the details, but I've been as involved as I can be with everything I've got going on. But I think this will be a special moment in tennis for sure. I think if it's, I think things needed to change. So it's a big day for tennis. I mean, we're the only sport in the world.
Well, of course, Nick, Tony there talking about PTPA, and I mean, talking about how important it is for the professional body running tennis to increase the pay of tennis players to be on the same par as other professional athletes. You want to say football, you want to say basketball and the likes.
Well, I'm not surprised. We've seen a couple of athletes talk about that. They're trying to ensure that they actually get to receive what their other colleagues are getting. If you look at basketball, for instance, it is huge when it comes to the remuneration. At the end of the day, you look at golf as well, gentleman sport, but it's huge. The tennis players themselves, I think themselves are also earning really well. Look at the appearance fees of most of these tennis players when they go into any major tournament. Just an appearance fee runs into thousands of dollars, pounds, euros, and all that. Some go into millions as well. getting to a particular round, you get a bigger pay and a couple of other incentives here and there. So for me, what they are trying to seek, well, let's see if the tennis federation or the body that are controlling tennis will look into it. But I think it's not a bad option, it's not a bad idea them trying to seek for more money and all that. But if you also look at it, I think they are also earning very well. If you're a professional tennis player in Europe, you would understand what I'm talking about, because look at the appearance fee, Sam. If you go on the internet, check out how much these guys earn, for any major tournament, you would understand that they are not doing bad in terms of what they take home at the end of the day.
Okay, away from that, let's quickly talk basketball on the show. In the earliest of this morning, we did see the Charlotte Hornets up against Atlanta Hawks, losing 102 to 134. The Boston Celtics winning against Brooklyn Nets 104 to 96 points. The Golden State Warriors, after that defeat to Denver Nuggets, back to winning ways in the earliest of this morning against Milwaukee Bucks. And they did take them to the cleaners, winning 104 to 93 points. The LA Clippers did beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. Well, shocking, yes. 132 to 119. Well, Tony, maybe not all of us actually saw this Cleveland Cavaliers loss against the LA Clippers coming in the earliest of this morning. But guess what? It happened. And what a performance from the Clippers.
Well, the Clippers had to turn it up. A game I would never have felt the Clippers were going to get a win over the Cleveland Cavaliers. If you look at how the Cavs have set up, they've been arguably one of the top teams of this season. But it was, I think, just a bad day in office. These things, it does happen, and the Cavs had to lose. They were playing away from home, actually. 119 points they had, the Cavs, while the Clippers had 132 points. It clearly shows you that the Clippers came with a different mentality into this game. Trying to tell the Cavs that, okay, yeah, you're having a fantastic season, but let's try to get this one over you. And I think they had a great game. Talking about the Cavs, good result for them. Can they get better? That's the question. Kawhi Leonard, one of the top players there for the LA Clippers, 33.7 rebounds he had. Talking about the American basketballer Kawhi Leonard. So for me, it's not going to deter the Cavs. The Cavs have lost, yes, but you can never take away the fact that they've had a fantastic season. I can assure you that in their next game, the Cavs will definitely want to bounce back. So I would just take this one as just one of those days when it didn't work for them and they had to lose, especially on the road.
Okay, well, let's switch gears quickly this morning on the show. It's a race against time. You can understand with us this morning and talk football.
Magic Radio. This is Magic.
Well, of course, still Sport Breakfast right here on Magic 102.9 FM. And talking football, well, Tony actually did bring you up to speed concerning. Okay, well, I mean, as at the time you left the studio, Sadiq Umar has not joined camp. Has he?
No. We had 22 players in camp.
Okay.
As at the time we're on air here in the evening. So we're expecting the last player to come in. So that should be Sadiq Umar. And it's good to know that.
No, he made them 22.
Oh, he made them 22.
Yeah. So we're expecting the last player.
I'm sure the player should have come in at least late last night or the early part of this morning, because we're talking about a game that is just in the next couple of hours, 24 hours, about 24 hours or thereabout from now. We should be having that game, played.
So are you impressed with the turnout and how the boys have reported to camp?
Well, I think it's interesting. The camp opened on Sunday, and we had almost a field camp as of yesterday, Tuesday. 22 players were already in camp. I think they know the importance of this game. This is not time for jamboree. This is not time to waste. You need to get yourself prepared. We're talking about a FIFA World Cup qualifying game here, a game that we should win. So I think it's good from the players. They know the importance of this. In as much as we are here talking about Nigeria, wanting to be at the World Cup, I think the players themselves will be the first, people that will benefit from this playing at the world stage. Sam, how many of those players would have the luxury of being in another World Cup in the next 4 years or thereabout? So some of them, this might just be their last opportunity of having a chance to play at the FIFA Mundial. So they know, in their hearts of hearts, they know that this is a chance for them to be at the World Cup, and we can only hope that the result will favor them, in as much as we all also know that it's not going to be a stroll in the park. Can they win their remaining 5-6 games? That's the big question. But then as Nigerians, we can only support them from what we're doing here. and hope that when they find onto the pitch, they will try to get the desired result.
Well, support the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and we'll be expecting the last man to join the camp of the Super Eagles. Let's switch and talk the President Federation Cup, where Eyimba will be in action much later this morning by 8 a.m. to be precise. We'll talk about that just in a bit, but then there is something happening in Abuja, and one man joins us all the way from APJ this morning. Judah Chang. Good morning to you, Judah Chang. How you doing this morning, man?
I'm fine, Samuel. Good morning to you. How you doing, bro?
Well, I mean, your voice is already sounding, capital. Abuja is cold. Is Abuja cold or hot?
No, it's hot. Abuja is really hot.
But then you're under AC. Stop disguising. We understand. You don't under AC. No, the disguise.
We're moving around 38, 39, 40 degrees Celsius here. So
crazy.
You understand? I mean, it's quite hot at this time.
Okay, let's get into the business of the day and the reason why you're actually in Abuja. There is a President Federation Cup game that would be involving Ahudiyya Name much later by 1 p.m. today. Fill us in on it. Let's understand what the psyche of the team is and what to expect from that game against Plateau United much later by 1 p.m. today. What exactly is happening, with Ahudiyya Name and the preparation towards the round of 64 game in the President Federation Cup?
Well, Sam, it's a big moment, for the team. A less fancy team, just trying to push a point above their weight. They found themselves in this space where they are set to take on Plateau United, a more established team, former champions of the league, former Federation Cup winners. So it's a big moment. I think it should be like maybe the biggest game yet, for them this campaign. They've got a chance now to make even more history with their giant killing strike already this campaign. We've seen them out at their Warriors, we've seen them beating Emba Football Club to lead the Federation Cup at the state level. They did beat Oyster in the playoff round, and now the round of 64 in Abuja. It's a big day for them, and the players have been up quickly. They came into town since Sunday, where they've been having a few training sessions there and there, perfecting strategies so that they can get the better of Plateau United. So, of course, all is now set for today. 1 p.m. is the time. The venue is the Area 3 playground, of course, where we'll probably be seeing a lot of action, in terms of the Federation Cup today.
Okay. Well, I mean, you talked about a lot of action. We also gathered that much later by 4 p.m. There's also going to be a game there involving, I think, Rivers United also. Is it Rivers United?
Yes. Rivers also in town. The same venue will host Rivers United's game. That game is set for 4 p.m.
Okay.
But there's some concerns with the maybe I should also state that here.
Okay.
In terms of the playing surface. Yeah, this I think it's also a clearer cut to the authorities. I mean, those who make the laws or those who run the football. It's important that when we're having football at this level, there should be some kind of perfection. The playing surface is so poor, very, very, very poor. It's a synthetic pitch. Not much has been done in terms of maintenance. You could feel the heat even when you step on it. I mean, I had a feel of it a couple of days ago. I could tell. I mean, I'm not a footballer, but even with what I had on as my footwear, I could feel the heat, getting into me. So maybe going forward, I mean, we should try to look at putting up better pitches, better playing surfaces, for these guys. Some of the players were dehydrating. I mean, like I said, it's a hot season here. They were getting tired. They were getting exhausted. Half of Plateau, who played the game yesterday or 2 days ago, having to travel all the way to Abuja and executing the game at such temperature, I can imagine. I mean, I don't envy them at all. Okay. It's going to be a hot day, and I tell you one thing, Sam, it could be a very interesting game in the sense that Plateau could not be exhausted. We could have a situation where Ahudiyya could even take advantage of that, of the exhaustion of Plateau United, having traveled in the last couple of hours and then playing a game at such a terrible condition today.
Okay.
Well, Plateau United did play against Sunshine Stars 2-2
on Monday.
That was on Monday, and here we are, just about 24 hours, less than 24 hours, less than 48 hours. They will be playing the FA Cup game against Ahudiyya Name. Jude, let's talk about the feeling. People in Abuja, yes, there's no MPFL team there, but then we have a couple of NNL teams, NLO teams. You did highlight the playing turf of the Area 3 field. That pitch has hosted a couple of cup games in Abuja, and it's one of the most popular grounds in Abuja. For those who have played football in Abuja, a couple of grassroots teams play there. What's the feeling like? I'm sure some football enthusiasts in Abuja would love to catch a glimpse of what Ahodian FC have got to show.
Yeah, definitely. People around Abuja, I mean, especially those that from the southeast region, you know, for them it's a big moment. We had a few media rounds, you know, a couple of days ago, and you could tell from the reaction we got on radio, on television, that people wanted to come out and support what is theirs. I mean, you could feel the energy, you know, from the callers, people who genuinely, I mean, love football. I mean, and hearing that the team is coming all the way from Abia, I mean, the so-called giant killers, you know, coming all the way from Abia to play in Abuja, you know, kind of generated some kind of emotions. And I won't be surprised that the stadium is filled to the brim today, because people want to see these guys. A lot of them are business people, a lot of them are people who do business in Aba and come back to Abuja to live. Some live in Abuja, go to Aba to do business. So there is that excitement, you know, flying in the air. If you speak to an average Abuja resident here, I think, yes, it is a big moment for them. Like you said, you do not have an MPFL team, so it's an opportunity to see football, you know, being played, you know, here, professional football being played in their backyard. And I hope it really gives us the kind of quality that we want to see today. You know, yes, one team is an MPFL team, the other is a non-league team, but there is that energy that is flying around, which is to say, we want to see this, and hopefully at 1 p.m. today and at 4 p.m. when we started play, hopefully the Abuja residents will troop out in their numbers to witness, you know, that to witness football.
Okay, well, let's quickly talk about the final and the sponsor of the team as well. You know, he did promise some humongous amount of money in the States FA final. And we also did see some largesse given to the boys after they defeated Oisa. Has anything, an incentive, been promised the boys against Plateau United? Something to ginger them, like we say in our local parlance?
Well, he's always doing that. Dr. Robert Onyan is always doing that. He was with the boys. He came to the pitch where they were training 2 days ago, and he promised them yet again, look, go out there, do what you have to do, and you know me. He didn't quite point out the figure, but he says, you know what I can do. You know that kind of statement, you know, to the players. In the game, in the tie against Oyster, he did promise them about 20 million now, which he redeemed. Before that, against was it Eyimba? He did promise about 10 million there, about which he also did. So he's more of a.
Now you there, Jude? Okay, unfortunately, we lost Jude there. But we'll try to see if we can get back to him. But I mean, an important game it is for Giant Killers, non-league side. Underdogs, if you can. Talking about Ahodian Football Club of Ebreba. They will be in action at the Area 3 playground in Abuja today by 1 p.m. Against Plateau United.
Well, it's going to be a tough one. More so that you're talking about Ahodian MFC coming up against relatively known Plateau United Football Club. I did mention 2 days ago they were in Ikene. Plateau United, they got that point off Sunshine Stars in Ikene, and now they made a long trip from Ogun State Ikene to Abuja, where they'll be playing against Ahodian name today. Well, we're talking about cup games, Sam. Anything can happen when it gets to cup competitions like this. You never can tell. Yes, Ahodian name go into this one as the underdog, whether they like it or not. They are coming up against a professional side in Plateau United who have got more established players when it comes to the football. But now we're talking about a cup competition where we've seen shockers already. We did see a couple of them yesterday, and we're going to have a couple of games as well today. So for me, we can only wish them well for whatever becomes of the result, whether they get to lose or whether they get to win. I think already they've made a name. They're beginning to show that, hey, people should look into that team. This is not the first time they're getting into the playoff sport. This is not the first time they're getting to the national level. We did see them last time out where they got to this particular round as well. So I think for me, it's a process. They are gradually building it. Whether they lose today or whether they win, for me, Ahodian name might just be the team people will be talking about in the coming years. So let's see what happens, but we're going to wish them well. Okay. My happiness, or what gives me joy, is that in that team, Ahodian name, we've got a couple of Aba players in that team. So many Aba players playing there. It's also an opportunity for the Aba footballers to showcase what they can do. Some of those players are playing in the league before, so we can only wish them well and hope that whether they win or not, like I said, it's already
against El Shama Football Club. They were Gombe FA runner-up. That game was supposed to kick off by 4 p.m., but then it was moved forward to 8 a.m. And the starting lineup certainly looks interesting. Zali Abdullahi starts in goal for Eyimba Football Club as against Anio Zemenam Henry. And one or two changes here and there, but we also seeing some names.
Those names, I don't know them.
We don't know the names. We don't ask ourselves who be this one, who be this one.
Except maybe they had to add some, Team B players.
Maybe,
because
I want to believe so.
From their jersey numbers.
Jackson Ode.
From their jersey numbers, 38. That should be an academy player coming from Team B, which is an opportunity for them. So, just about 5 players named on the bench. Eyimba played in Lagos just at the weekend and now made that trip to Lafia to play.
They flew to Abuja.
They flew from Lagos to Abuja, Abuja to Lafia. A short trip from Abuja to Lafia. We hope they can get a good result. Like I said earlier on, cup games always very dicey. If you take your foot off the pedal, then your opponent will shock you. Nobody's going to respect you, whether you're Enyimba, whether you're Canopilas, whether you're Rangers. Especially when you're playing against this non-league site, you must be very careful. The players are hungry. They want to show you that, hey, you're wearing the jersey of Enyimba. They as well can, come over and wear the same jersey. Football is a game of 90 minutes. The laws are the same all over the world. So come on, the players just need to up their game talking about Enyimba if they want to win. Anything short of that, I won't be surprised if we see shockers. So what it means is that after the game, Enyimba might be coming back today.
Yeah, I mean, as quickly as possible to ensure that they get ready for the big game against Bayelsa United right here in the city of Abia State, Nigeria. Let's quickly switch gears quickly.
Sandy, did you see Rangers beating Canopilas?
Rangers 1-0 victory against Canopilas. Was it shocking? No, it wasn't shocking to me.
Those two sides have met a couple of times
in the Federation Cup
when it comes to the FA Cup, and it's been basketball.
They're like Siemens twins. Yeah. I mean, crazy. But I mean, it was maybe a relief moment.
Chidozie Okori
gave Rangers the job done.
Chidozie Okori gave Rangers the only goal there, and Rangers held on. Pillars tried to push back, but Rangers held on and got a victory. And that game was played in Abuja too. Yeah. So Rangers through to the next round of 32 in the FA Cup. Are they pushing maybe a chance for them to play continental football? Let's not forget too that the winner of the Federations Cup completes the slots as regards playing in the continent.
Yes, they'll be playing in the CAF Confederations Cup to be precise. But one or two transfer stories before we call it a wrap.
Yeah, the big one is about Victor Osimhen. That's the biggest transfer gist this morning on the tabloids in Europe. Now we're hearing that Italian club Napoli Football Club will try to secure a deal for Denmark striker Rasmus Højlund this summer, but cannot afford to meet Man United's asking price of £50 million. Now, what it means is that Napoli are trying to look at maybe offering Victor Osimhen to Man United, who's Osimhen is currently on loan at Galatasaray, and we're hearing that if they want Rasmus Højlund, they might be including a Victor Osimhen in that deal as part of the deal for Danish player Rasmus Højlund. Well, fingers crossed. Let's see if Osimhen will switch to England. A whole lot of people have been asking whether it's time for him to join any of the clubs in England. Now, Real Madrid Football Club will step up their bid to sign 19-year-old defender Dane Hodgson from Bournemouth this summer after he was promoted to Spanish senior squad. Bournemouth are leading the race to sign Republic of Ireland goalkeeper Carmen Kelleher, 26 years old. Arsenal Brazil centre-back Gabriel Magalhães, 27 years old. Newcastle United Football Club are ready in a new contract. We also need for Gabby Angels playing a match today.
Oh yes, yeah, the NWFL returns the second half here.
Yeah, the second stanza. Okay. So they play against Dana's ladies.
Yeah, we wish them the very best, Abia Angels. Anyways, have yourself a wonderful Wednesday morning, and Agdija returns for the rest of the Magic Morning Show. Good morning to you.
Radio never sounded so good. We're playing the best variety 24/7, 365.
Magic 102.9 ABBA.
We're the station that beats all the competition.
My son, help me check this phone. I don't know wetin Junior press. E no dey work again.
Make I see. Mommy.
Wetin happen?
They don't block.
Children's Day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt, and vitamin B12 to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
Hello, Mandewo. Achọrọ m inye driver ahụ ego gị ka o wetere gị ya na village.
Enyela onwe gị nsogbu nwa m. Ziga ya na akaụntụ Smart Cash m.
Mama. Ya bụ na ị maara banyere Smart Cash.
Enu, ha na-enye ọtụtụ onyinye. Send ya na nọmba Airtel m.
Ọ dị mma. Mam dị sharp.
Ngwa Piazza 939# ma ọ bụ download ngwa Smart Cash ka imepe akaụntụ nke gị ka ị nwee ike yorie nnukwu onyinye 20,000 naira na Smart Cash. Ị ga-esite na onyinye 20,000 naira gị kwụọ ụgwọ oge ọbụla izuru oge okwu ma ọ bụ kwụọ ụgwọ ọbụla na Smart Cash. Ị ga-enwekwa ike ime transfer gaa na bank ọbụla na Nigeria. Usoro na ọnọdụ dịkwa ya.
Hello, ọ batala.
Smart Cash, Airtel kwadoro ya.
Good mama, it's the detergent that makes my fabric fresh, fresh. The foam
Station Magic 102.9 ABBA.
Don't be sad, understand. Everybody has a day when the sun stays away. Take heart in a new tomorrow. A little more love between makes for a brighter day. Never need worry, let one love set you free. One love keep us together. Living in a world, it's a struggle to stay alive. Keep us together. One love, keep us together. Don't you worry, One love, one love, one love, one love, one love, one love, one love,
It's my life, take it or leave it, set me free. What's that crap? I know it all. I got my own life, you got your own life. Live your own life and set me free. Mind your business and live my business. You know everything, Papa know it all. Very little knowledge is dangerous. Stop bugging me, stop bothering me, stop bugging me, stop fussing me, stop fighting me, stop yelling me. It's my life. It's my life. It's my life, my world. It's my life. It's my life, my brother. It's my life. It's my life, my world. It's my life. It's my life, my brother. It's my life. Do you understand? I live the way I want to live. I make decisions day and night. Show me signs and good examples. Stop telling. It's my life. 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 It's my life.
Magic 102.9.
It plays the greatest hits from today and yesterday. Because you know I'm all about that bass, about that bass. I just called to say I love you.
Magic 102.9.
You don't trade it.
To go any Airtel shop with your NIN to unblock your line today.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Chocolate. It has great taste. Chocolate tastes yummy, yummy. Full of
Start your children's day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt, and vitamin B12 to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
Ma ị na-agbapụ ịgbanye ụgbọala ma ọ bụ na-agba egwu na agbamakwụkwọ ezigbo ọyị gị ma ọ bụ naanị gị na ndị enyi gị na-akpọrị ndụ Udenive Dry ga-eme gị mma. Enwere ya ugbu a n'obere mkpọ 25mm maka ọmarịcha ụmụ okorobịa na ụmụ agbọghọbịa ndị ma ihe a na-eme.
Bịa nso ka m jukene gị ihe. Kedu ihe na-egbochi gị mgbe ị na-eteta n'ụtụtụ ọbụla? Ọ bụ na ị maghị otu ụbọchị gị ga-esi wee je na ụbọchị na-aga? Gịnị na-eme ka obi gị na-agba ọsọ? Ọ bụ egwu na ị naghị eme nke ọma mgbe o ruru mgbede? Ọ bụ oge ntakịrị ọzọ na-agụsị gị agụ ike? Ihe ọ bụla ọ bụ, chetakwa na ọnwụnwa na nsogbu anaghị akọwa gị, kama otu isi wee bilie imeri ha iji kọọ na ihe kwenyere na ya. Otu ahụ ka ihe esi wee nwere onwe gị n'aka ihe na-egbochi gị. Nweta data na-enweghị oke ya na nkwado batrị ruru awa 6 iji mee ka ị nwee ijikọ na-enweghị nkwụsị na Airtel 4G 5G Smart Connect. Gaa n'ụlọ ahịa Airtel dịrị gị nso maka ozi ndị ọzọ. Airtel, ihe kpatara iche echiche.
I say Nigerian, my rice must be premium. I want the stone-free rice. I don't want it gummy rice. That's why I choose Kiara. See, I see they swell Kiara. The aroma they make me hungry. Oh yeah, give me some. From the east to the west, pretty ladies here. It gets fiber and protein. Oh yes, from the north to the south, African king rice can be found. Choose Kiara rice, we don't go let you down. Joy, 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 the taste of joy is here. Pretty lady, African king, very good. Proudly Nigeria, and Bogu rice.
Experience the taste of joy with Kiara Rice Mills, makers of Pretty Lady, African King, Proudly Nigeria, Red Eagle, and Bogu Rice. Kiara Rice Mills, the taste of joy in every grain.
Oga teacher, abeg, wetin dey happen when my pikin dem come school? Why e be say dem go comot house very clean, when dem come back the difference no be here o.
Na because action no dey finish ma. All the book dem dey learn plus sports wey dem dey do dey burn energy, so that sweat stain, the uniform wey tear and dirty shoes show say your pikin dey very active.
Na wow!
Your pikin dem need nourishing energy, make you give dem the new improved Milo for breakfast. E get correct nutrients wey dey support energy release to help dem use their day well well. Milo, energy to go further.
Mana injin ọkụ ukwu ọ bụ eziokwu na ọ dịghị mfe n'oge dị ugbu a kama ị ga-agba mbọ hụ na a na-arụ ọrụ ka o kwesịrị. Ya mere na Total Energies n'ime ihe karịrị afọ 70 ugbu a anyị nọ na-arụpụta mmanụ injin Rubia ime ka nnukwu injin ndị a nọrọ n'egwu oge ọbụla. Ngwanụ gosi ihe ịhụnanya site n'inye ha mmanụ injin bụ Oyoko. Rubia na-enye nchebe dị mma na-egbochi injin ị na-erichasị ma ọ bụ ị na-agbanwe mmanụ mgbe ọbụla. Ọ na-egbochikwa injin ukwu ndị a ị na-aṅụ mmanụ petrol n'ụzọ na-ezighị ezi. N'elu ya kwa anwalele ngwaahịa Rubia n'ọnọdụ niile dị iche iche. Ụlọ ọrụ ha ma na-arụpụta injin ukwu ọnụọgụgụ ha karịrị 200 kwadoro ya nke ọma. Jiri Total Energies, mmanụ injin na-enweghị oyiri kemgbe afọ.
Enjoy a great creamy taste with Dano Full Cream and Dano Cool Cow Evaporated Milk. Try it and taste the Dano difference.
My son, help me check this phone. I no know wetin Junior press. E no dey work again.
Make I see. Ah, mommy.
Wetin happen?
They don't block your line now.
Nobody like to chop blocking o. So, if they don't block you unto say you not link your NIN to your Airtel line, run!
And hustling every day to get his daughter through school. The artisans grinding every day to earn their urgent 2K. To the farmers, scientists, teachers, the doctors who do what they do so we can learn, live, and grow. The entrepreneur with his hustle, waiting for Baba to pick his call. To us Nigerians, doing our best daily to make ends meet. The world is yours. The world is ours. Let's go. Let's grow. Go make a difference with MTN data.
Ayo, what did happen? Why you dey run like this now? Hero Hunter promo don land. Dem call am tank full, pocket full. If you buy Hero Hunter bike now, dem go dash you 15,000 naira fuel cashback. Sharp, no be joke o. Just buy your bike, scan the QR code wey dem go give.
809 555 1029 080 666 1029 090 7677 1029. Instagram at Magic FM Nigeria.
Magic FM 102.9.
Feel the magic.
Remix. Remix.
You are not coming out. You are not coming out. You are not coming out. Get up in the low. You is the one. Well, can't you see you? You is the one. Well, low. You wanna come out. You is me angel girl, oh. You is me angel girl, oh. The chorus of this song is for you, girl, oh. The chorus of the song is for you, girl, oh. Let the day pass the night, come on. Let the day pass the night, come on. I shall bring to you another la of your own. I shall bring to you another la of your own. Come to me, Ululu fair, why don't you let me fair? And let's make tonight a night. We could just share where you fair. Love me, come. Let's make tonight a night. We could just share where you fair. Darling, me, come. Let's make tonight a night. We could just share where you fair. Love me, be let's make tonight a night. We could just share where you fair. Honey, come on. Let's make tonight a night. We could just share where you fair. Love me, come. Let's make tonight a night. We could just share where you fair. You is the one. Darling, me, well. You is the one. Well, oh. You is the one. Well. You is the one. Well, oh.
Black face, y'all. Your love is king. I want the girl. Would you wear my ring? You and I together. There's no song that we cannot sing. You was the one that I adore. The one I lay down my life for. My empress. What will you cry for? Nothing at all. You and I, we gon' ball. Taking you shopping in the mall. Anything you want, big or small, it's all yours. Your love falls like a wind from the sky. My, oh, for shame me the shade. What's up, baby? Need go, draw me J.
What did you do, sir? You just know you're right, is it? Black face and out to us. So what is fun? What is fun? What is fun? You is the one. Well, Timo Vini Femra. You is the one. Well, oh. Era Vini low. You is the one. Well, can't you see you? You is the one. Well, oh. You wanna come here? You is the one. Well, Timo Vini Femra. You is the one. Well, oh. Era Vini low. You is the one. Well, can't you see you?
tafa godiya gare ka Allah nayi har na kasa ubanmu wanda ke cikin sama ya kamata mu dogara ga Allah amma dan adam da adama ya dogara ga kansa shi yasa rayuwa ya zama zaman azaba mu yabi Yesu mu tsira ku zo mu taka maganan Allah rai da lafiya daga samaniya har cikin duniya uba da da ruhu mai tsarki a duk sarakuna Allah shine sarki mu bi shi da bauta da ban gaskiya karfin mu a cikin ikkilisiya sai mu tafa sai mu taka sai mu tafa ku zo mu taka
Yesu na baka zuciya na ya Allah na baka zuciya na Yesu na baka zuciya na Allah na
Another DACAPO Queen. Here she comes, here she comes, here she comes, here she comes.
Everybody's scared, confusion's in the air. Listen close and you would hear the people crying, people dying. Should not be this way. Society's gone astray. So come join me while I pray. Suddenly I say let there be peace. Where there's violence, where there's war, drop those guns and say let there be peace. Let us silence the enemies of the poor. Open your mind and say let there be peace. Yeah. My mind, we haven't got much time to stop the growing crime. Lands are shaking, nations breaking. What we've got to do is to make sure we're put through. But it all begins when you confidently say let there be peace. Where there's violence, where there's war, drop those guns and say let there be peace. Let us silence the enemies of the poor. Open your mind and say let there be peace. Brothers, hating brothers, we've got no love for one another. Why can't we stop this war and be together and make this world a better place to live?
One bright day in the middle of the night, two dead G's kinda rose up to fight. Back to back, they faced each other. They looked up and down and turned around and shot each other. Now I can see the reason why a brother's killing a brother. Maybe you think you're a man and you're afraid of another. I used to freaky wonder why the things be that way, but now I know, so you be listening to what I'ma say. If a nation goes to battle cause of words that sting, if the blacks can freak out cause of a rotten king, if an eagle flies sky high just from the flap of a wing, then the world just got berserk from what we turn little things. Now we know that we the reason for the cause, the curse. Now we could simply the process reverse. So before you pick the guns and make the peace force, say the word peace and you just struck the source.
Silence.
music radio you control. Control.
We live the music.
It's time to turn it on.
Magic.
What do you got there?
Today's hit music.
What are you talking about?
102.9.
Wetin happen? I tell you something, they laugh.
Make I no laugh. Now the thing when you tell me they make me laugh if you don't know. Say you want cut. I don't die. This a lie. People they hustle, they run go America. Our future leader they clear from Africa. Waiting be this continental confusion. People they blame the government of our nation. I want to know the price of democracy. Somebody tell me before I go crazy. Which one be this? Our people they suffer. Now only God who fit clear this palava. Oh yeah, tell your mother, oh, tell your father, tell your sister, oh, tell your brother, say a prayer, oh, for our nation. This is the message from Tony Betwila. Oh yeah, no food for stomach, poverty they spread you. This no be joke, they talk am for radio. People they dream that they run after luxury. It go better if you build our country. Every house will work or to help our government. Only better for our own private betterment. Cast your vote for the capable leader. Oh yeah, run for those who be serious pretender. Oh yeah, tell your neighbor, oh, tell everybody. Tell our governors and Mr. President. Say a prayer, oh, for our nation. This na the message from Tony Betwila. Oh yeah, tell your neighbor, oh, tell everybody. Tell our governors and Mr. President. Say a prayer, oh, for our nation. This na the message from Tony Betwila. Oh yeah, education na the best way to success. After graduation, now fighting to progress. No work to do after so many books. Pray to God, make you know just the look. Now only God who fit clear this palava. Money baba loke oh, low market this palava oh. Tell your mother oh, tell your father, tell your sister oh, tell your brother. Say a prayer oh, for our nation. This na the message from Tony Betwila. Tell your neighbor oh, tell everybody. Tell our governor and Mr. President. Say a prayer oh, for our nation. This na the message from Tony Betwila. Tell Baba Yabo and Mr. Shiwaju. Tell Baba Yabo and Ashiwaju.
Magic 102.9.
Start your children's day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt, and vitamin B12 to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
The world is changing and opportunities are everywhere. The question is, are you ready to seize them? For far too long, we have been conditioned to think within the constraints of geographical borders created by man. An example is Nigeria. But let me tell you something profound. You are part of the world, not just one nation. You don't just live in Nigeria, you live in the world. It's time to break free, look beyond borders, and seek opportunities that span the globe. You need a worldview. The world is open for business, and the opportunities are endless. It's time to think global. It's time to trade global. Visit hfm.com or download the HFM app on Google Play Store or App Store to get started today.
Pianso, come to Kenegi,